Ai na 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 ine. Ai na 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 ine. Medicineiro não sei, lindai curanderitai. Uratai ni oraiai, oraya moya moine. Suinaring ra 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 ire. Vinde la tierra ni man, araring maririre. De tu esencia naime, madresita orayai, oraya moya moineini.
Misconception number one is you're gonna die when you drink ayahuasca. That's true. The elders believe that this vine is here to assist the humankind to learn how to proper die. The death that I am talking about that is emotional, is psychological, is mental. And then when that time comes for the last death to take place, you'll be so prepared. You're gonna die when you drink ayahuasca. But death is a continuation. Un ejemplo increíble para mostrar que hasta en la muerte hay belleza.
I was born in a jungle in the northeast of Brazil. My father was a young farmer and my mother was a native girl from the Tupinambá tribe. When I was 3 years old, my father was killed. My grandmother, my father's mother, took us from my mother. She told us that my mother didn't want us, so she left us behind. I never knew my mother or remembered her face.
I see a general theme of sadness and disconnection. The sadness is because the disconnection. Humans that comes to the medicine, they are sad because they do not remember what is the meaning of all this. I was one of these people.
When the medicine found me, I was living in New York at the time, in this tiny studio, feeling very isolated. It was when I was going through the most difficult and dark phase of my life. There was a friend of mine that was closer to me. And I shared with her my desire to die because I couldn't take life anymore. And she brought a bottle of this medicine, telling me, Don't die before you drink this medicine. When I drank ayahuasca for the first time, it was very clear to me the message that I have to go back to the jungle, to the place where I come from.
A lot of people told me, don't go to Peru, you're a woman, this is going to be very dangerous. You know, people died in Peru. I was not afraid of that because the calling was too loud inside of my heart. I was in Pucallpa for about 7 to 8 months at the time. My money was over and I felt like I'm not going to be able to find the teacher. And someone told me, have you know about Juan Flores? Have you heard about him? And then told me the name of Mayantuyacu. Then I go to Mayantuyacu very early in the morning without absolutely nothing. No soap, no brushing teeth, no nothing. I first got into Mayantuyacu, I was in a state of wonder. I was like a child coming home for the first time.
Todo curandero tiene que ser dedicado a las enseñanzas también de lo divino, porque lo divino es lo que maneja todo. De arriba viene todo. De arriba manda las energías de Dios, el creador, a las plantas. Y las plantas recogen las energías por medio del sol. Entonces, tú sacas la planta, estás tomando la energía que está llegando de arriba. Nosotros le llamamos la curandera mucura. Yo vengo tomando desde el año 1980 hasta hoy día. Y yo aprendí a ser curandero de la edad de 10 años. Y yo soy Shiripiari, hombre que conoce las plantas. Soy de una tribu de Ashaninkas. Ellos aprendieron a emplear, a cocinar las plantas. Porque en esa época no había remedio, no había pastilla, no había nada. Entonces toda la gente hacía un tratamiento a base de plantas. Y para manejar eso, entonces estaban los curanderos.
Este es el camerrenaco. Cada vez que venimos a la selva, nosotros tenemos que pedirle permiso. O sea, es de soplarle 3 veces. Cuando ya le hemos soplado las 3 veces, nosotros lo que hacemos es venimos con el machete, le podemos sacar un pedazo de raíz. Esta resinita se lo saca, tú vas a empezar a dietarle. También le vas a tomar a la corteza. Entonces, mediante que tú vas tomándole, el espíritu de esta planta va a aparecer donde ti, ¿sí? Te va a preguntar para qué le tomas, si es para que te cures o para que aprendas.
La planta tiene una fuerza que es su propia fuerza de sanación. Entonces, para darle la doble fuerza, entonces le sopla con el mapacho. Pensé hacer un centro para dar a conocer de las plantas medicinales al mundo entero. Y busqué dónde estaba el agua caliente. Hay un gran espíritu, el curandero del vapor, le llamamos nosotros, que él vive bajo las rocas, porque es un espíritu preparado, fuerte. Y él dice, bueno, Juan, yo te estoy ayudando desde acá, y años te vengo ayudando. Entonces yo puedo conversar con él. Linda quebradita, como corren tus agüitas cristalinas. Tus agüitas cristalinas. Cuando corren tus aguas, hacia las nubes se levantan. Cuando corren tus aguas, hacia las nubes se levanta. Entre medio de las nubes ya se va mi Señor Jesucristo. Dai rarai rarai rarai, ay nanay nanay nanay, ay nanay nanay nanay. Icaro de la quebrada, de las aguas.
His favorite medicine is Curandera.
Claro. Ahí va a sentir la fuerza, la planta, los sueños y todo, que se va arreglando todo. Tatiana para mí es una chica que venía buscando un maestro para aprender, para estudiar y conocer más de los espíritus.
It's a little bit mysterious to learn with him. Most of what I learned from Maestro is the importance of silence and quietude. When you are in this level of practice, you have to be fasting, you're going to be in isolation, and you have to count only on you. When you go from the city to the jungle, from the first step that you take out of your house to travel in a plane, to walk the trail, to get in the boat, all of that is already cleaning you from this state of frenetic energy that doesn't stop inside of your mind.
Para poder seguir el ritual, primero hay que aprender el manejo de la ayahuasca, cómo el maestro maneja como Canta. El curandero tiene que aprender a cantar el primer Icaro de la ayahuasca. Entonces, una vez que aprende el Icaro de la ayahuasca, entonces puede aprender el siguiente Icaro y la planta que toma y de ahí las otras plantas que va tomando. Y va formando todos los Icaros.
Icaros is specific prayer sounds to enchant the plant's spirit to come to participate in the ceremony. We have to be beautiful, we have to be enchanted enough so the spirit can come. So when I go to the jungle and I see the importance of the Icaros and the importance to express through your voice, I wanted to be able to do that too. Many older students in Mayantuyacu will tell me, the spirits will sing the Icaros to you. And I was like, come on, guys. Really? I didn't believe that. At some point in the river, I stop in a rock. And then I hear a whistle. And it's very difficult for my mind to grasp how in the world is something non-physical making a sound that I can hear physically.
Los espíritus de otros curanderos que ya han muerto siguen ellos cantando, curando.
To accept there are the things that are possible outside of the physical form. The little window was cracked open. And then I wanted to know more. Mira, rojo en el árbol. Sigue el árbol, y ahí mira una flor rojita. Pumayaku is an experiment to be in contact with the land and learning from it. Wow. The medicine for the central nervous system. Maestro worked a lot with this plant. Maestro himself knew about this land for a while. I feel that he asked to take care of this land because he wanted to make sure that the land continued to be as it is. Muy simple. Me pregunto por qué no hacemos más eso con toda la tierra que tenemos. This is the seeds of chacruna. We're going to try to plant them here in the land and see if we can start a little nurturing of chacruna. Some is gonna go in the cooking. With Maestro, in the beginning, I felt a little bit of a resistance. I'm a little woman, I'm small, what do I know? So I had to really continue resilient in my practice, proving to myself that I can be a powerful woman, carrying my medicine, carrying my heart to the world without being afraid to be crushed by it. Ora ya moine, linda medicina ine, shakrunita ora yai, maestrita yariri, maestrita mariri, marari maririre, ora ya moine. De mare, selva y Lima.
Desde ese momento que la persona va a cocinar el ayahuasca y está poniendo su alegría, entonces está poniendo la medicina y la fuerza dentro de la olla de la ayahuasca, para que se vaya acompañando juntos con la ayahuasca. Ese es el gran secreto que existe para un curandero.
The water is flowing, but it's also talking to me. It's teaching me how to sing better or to hear deeper. In the womb, we were first water. And when we die, the water goes away. We go back to be earth again. You are in an altered state when you're drinking medicine. Depending on each individual, depending on each system, each body, the medicine is going to act different. When we drink the medicine together, the first period of the ceremony is silence. Once you sit quiet, in the tradition of the Xaninga, they like it dark. In the dark, we can go inward. And when we go inward, this is exactly where we need to go to witness ourselves. It's like a dreamlike state. So you are able to navigate in the physical and non-physical level with your very own consciousness to discover yourself. Suddenly, you have this truthful knowing in you that you know where you're standing. To be a curandera means to mean that one went to the depth of oneself and were able to witness the shadows, the suffering that all humankind suffer. But one that takes responsibility into heal oneself. By the time that I was 5 years old, I started to feel uncomfortable with the situation that was going around me. So much physical abuse, sexual abuse was happening since a child age. My cousin grew up in the same situation, and he will tell us his dreams and fantasy, especially after being punished. There was such a sadness and revolt in his heart, and he will say that he will grow up, he will become a gangster, and he will come back and kill the family. I'll say that I'm gonna go really far, I'm gonna travel everywhere and speak many languages, and they will never see me again. The last time the sexual abuse happened, I was 14 years old. I told myself that I would rather die on the streets than stay in the house anymore. I didn't even know what depression is. I just felt life sucks and I want out. I decided that I'm going to abuse my body, I'm going to do drugs, I'm going to find a way to escape this pain. My cousin was deep into the gangster life. He became very abusive to other people. And when I learned about his death, I felt deep sadness. I thought, maybe if I didn't live, maybe I could save him. And maybe he felt like alone, like I felt also in my path. Going through all that I was going through, feeling so alone and not belonging to anyone, not having really anyone to come to. When the medicine showed up, I had a vision. My mother, she was smiling to me as a baby. I felt sometime in this life,
someone felt love for me.
And that changed me forever. Ayahuasca is not an answer for your problems. And I don't think anything is the answer of your problem other than you become aware, you becoming conscious of the way that you are living your life.
Quero agradecer ao Maestro também e darle su feliz cumpleaños. Para mí es lo padre que nunca he tenido en mi vida. Es lo Maestro de mi corazón, que tengo mucho orgullo de compartir con los demás afuera del mundo. Gracias por tu medicina, gracias por tu vida, gracias por ser lo Maestro para todos nosotros, de enseñar tanto, tanto a nosotros. Gracias a todos nosotros por estar aquí también, para dar espacio a nuestros corazones, receber medicina de tradición, de historia, de enseñanzas, de sabiduría que tenemos olvidados en nuestra vida. So, gracias por tener traído a ustedes acá también. Estoy muy feliz de compartir la medicina con todos ustedes. Gracias. Feliz cumpleaños. Yo también quiero un abrazo.
Ya ha tomado su fuerza, ha aprendido, ha estudiado, ha tenido deseo de querer ser curandero. Y ahora ya lo es curandero.
Long time ago, I had a vision. I was in the desert, sitting in a rock, and I see this huge, tall, tribal African man. His face is full of wrinkles, tell me the story of time and time and time and time before. He sits in friendship, and he tells me, the most important thing that you can do of your lifetime is to touch people's life.
Misterio que se sente y se
Uau! Que adrenalina!